Alright guys, today I'm going to do a rod and reel arsenal. Um, this whole second half of 2015 I've sort of been culling out, I guess could be a word, all my old rods and bringing in new Enigma rods. I have 11 rods right now. You only see 10 here. One of them's on the bottom of on the bottom of Chickahominy Lake. I accidentally kicked it in the water like an idiot. But we're gonna go get it back. We got some big treble hooks, like they use on TV for the alligator fishing, and we're gonna go drag those around. We know about where it is, so I'll try to film that and take you guys on that journey. It's gonna be interesting. I hope we can get it back, but. Like I said, we have 10 rods right here. There's one reel that I don't have inside and it's being oiled right now, but I'll just tell you what it is. I'm going to start out by saying I'm not affiliated in any way, shape, or form with Enigma. Wish I was, like big time wish I was, but I'm not. And I'm not going to go over the features of the rod today. I'll have a review coming out. It'll actually be the next video after this, to the left of it on my page. And I'm just going to review the rod, give you my 2 cents on it. But you see I got 10 of them, so they're really good rods. But I'll wait to the review to tell you any more about it. But start out with a spinning rod. This is a 7'2" medium action spinning rod. All of these rods, I have the Aaron's Edge series, which is Aaron Martin's signature series rods. But this is a 7'2" medium action. It was designed for like finesse crankbaits, like a Shad Rap or a Berkeley Flicker Shad, or just like small little 1.0s and stuff. But since I'm taller, I'm 6'1". I'm only 13, but I'm 6'1", and I like to throw like shaky heads, sliders, Senkos, stuff like that on this rod. It's just a really versatile spinning rod. I got a Quantum Smoke 25 size reel in here. I like the 25. I don't like to go up to the 30 or 40 sizes unless I'm going to fish deep. I just like 25 for shallow water. It's lighter, just balances out the rod better. Right now I got like 20-pound Berkeley braid on here. I like to run normally 10 or 15 pound. This is just what I have on it right now. It's sort of the off season for me, so I don't have the good stuff on there. But normally I'll have 20 pound Sunline SX1 on there, or I'll go down to 10 or 15. It just depends. Next up, I have a 7'2". Sorry about that. 7'2" medium action square bill rod. This is like for 1.5s and stuff. You can see it's got a bunch of tip to that rod, and that's what you want for a 1.5 rod. It's sort of light, so you make a lot longer casts with a rod with a bunch of tip, and it also allows that bait to really deflect off of stuff when it's coming through the cover a lot freer, because the rod bends instead of just stopping it and getting it hung up. Got a Shimano Sitica on here, 7'2"1", and 30-pound Suffix 832 braid. I do crank on braid sometimes. I like it when I'm around a lot of barnacles and stuff. I run KVD Mustad hooks, size 6, on my 1.5s. When you hook them, you don't have to worry about it around me. They really swallow it, and those Mustads get them. So 30-pound braid, Shimano Sitica, 7'2" medium action, square bill rod. Next up, I have a 7'3" medium action pitching rod. This is a rod I really like. Basically it's just a little bit longer rod for like what it says it is, pitching. I'll throw a lighter jig, like a 1/4 ounce, or even just a small like 3/8 finesse jig. I'll also throw small creature baits. I'll throw a Senko on this, with an 1/8 ounce sinker, anything like that. It's got a Quantum Smoke Speed Freak on here, 8:1 gear ratio, and I got 40-pound Suffix 832 on here. A little bit lighter braid, that's what you want. It's a finessier rod. I mean, you can throw jigs and stuff like that on it, but it's meant for lighter baits. Next up, we have the 7-foot medium, which is like that rod, just 7 foot. I'll use this, same things, jig, Senko, with a little small weight on it. Spinner bait, I love to fish on this. When I'm throwing my Evilution spinner baits, I love it on this rod. Again, 40-pound braid. Sometimes I'll drop down to like 18 or 16-pound FC Sniper for the 18 by Sunline, and then 16 Shooter by Sunline on that rod or this rod. That's just a really nice rod. 7'2" Sitica, like I said, just really nice setup. Same duplicate rod, 7-foot medium mag bass, and then I got a Concept A by 13 Fishing. I just got these, and I really, really like them. They cast good. They're comfortable in my hand. I can't speak any more than that because I haven't used them very long at all, but first impressions are really good. 40-pound Suffix 832 is what I'll probably run on that next year. That's what I got on it right now. Then we go to a 7-foot medium heavy. This is my most used rod. You can really just throw anything on it. You know, chatterbaits, bigger spinner baits, jigs, worms, anything. This is probably my most used rod. Shimano Sitica on here, 7.2-to-1, 7-foot medium heavy mag bass. Normally I'm going to run like 20-pound fluorocarbon on here. Sometimes I'll drop down to 18, or I'll go to like with 50 or 60-pound FX2 by Sunline. Next up, duplicate of that, 7-foot medium heavy mag bass, Sitica. I got 60-pound FX2 on here right now. I'll probably go to fluorocarbon or 50-pound by the time the season starts. Next up, 7'3" medium heavy. This is just the 7-foot with a little bit more length. I throw like 10-inch worms on this. Chatterbait could fish good. I'll probably fish a frog on it. Like I said, I'm taller, so I like a 7'3" rod for frogging. I like a shorter rod when I'm like skipping up undercraft, you know, bushes and stuff like that. But for docks and grass, I like the 7'3". 13 Fishing Concept A, I think is what it is. 7.3-to-1. You know, the other one's an 8.1-to-1. This is a 7.3. I'll probably have 50 or 60-pound FX2 on there. Just, you know, very versatile setup. Then we have the 6'10" heavy. This was specifically designed for frogs. Great rod if you want to skip up under bushes and things like that. Really just an awesome rod. Nice short, so you have a lot of accuracy, but it's pretty much goes straight backbone, but it has just enough tip to where you can cast that frog around, but plenty of backbone. You know, I really used this last summer with like 50-pound braid on it, and I was just walking that frog up under bushes. Sometimes I'd even blast it through a bush, you know, where I couldn't even see the frog, and I'd sit there and dangle it, and really caught a lot of fish. Plenty of power to pull it out, even though it is a shorter rod. Then next up, we have the heavy cover, just moving big ones rod. This is a 7'8" heavy. Really, really love this flipping stick. You know, this has something that I want in a flipping stick, and that's a soft tip to it. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this, but it's got, you know, quite a bit of tip in it, and I really can feel better with that. You know, when I throw it in a grass mat or a piece of wood, you know, with a 10-inch worm or something, I can just sit there and really, really feel that bait, and that's what you want in a flipping stick. You want a nice tip, but you want it to go straight to backbone and have plenty of length. But 7'8" heavy. Normally I put, you know, Reel-wise, the Daiwa Tatula on here, or one of my Siticas. The frog rod's probably going to have a 13 Fishing, one of those Concept A's on it. Probably the 7.3-to-1 or the 8.1-to-1. Well, that's all I have, but probably the 7.3-to-1 just to slow me down a little bit. But hope you guys like this video. You know, it's been a long time coming to get my arsenal like I wanted, and now I really got it perfect. It's, you know, I'd like to have some more rods, but this is all I need to fish around in my area. Awesome rods. Check them out at enigmafishing.com. Like I said, I'm not affiliated with them. I'd like to be, but I'm not. But they're really nice rods, and I stand for good products and good people. And I'll tell you, there's some really nice people that work at Enigma, and they'll help you out. You know, if you have problems with a rod, they back their product. So check them out. Follow me on Instagram, SquareBiller24, and please subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good day.